Next boar here is In Living Color. In Living Color is a cowboy poker, Dirty Secret, that came from Neil Coates and Southern Gentleman Show Pigs there in Florida. Kind of interesting how I come across this boar. I visited with Neil there at Perry there at the Southeast Regional. We visited. I was watching the gilt show, and there was a gilt that his daughter was showing that I liked really well, and went over and just to compliment him and tell him how good a job I thought his daughter did and how much I liked their gilt. Well, we were visiting, and he said, "Have you seen my boar?" Well, he showed me a picture and a video of the boar, and after seeing the video, I felt I needed to kind of move pretty quick before somebody else ended up getting a hold of this boar, because the video of him that Neil showed me when he was a prospect hog in about 150, 170 pounds hit me extremely hard. And so I went and to try to get something figured out and visited with him, and he got him priced, and we got him bought. And you'll see in the video, hog has tremendous density of skeleton. This hog is truly as heavy boned as any boar here at the place, and does that with a very exotic, neat kind of look. This hog's got a monster big forearm, monster big ankle, and a humongous rear leg. And the hog has always had a very athletic skeleton and very athletic reach off of both ends of his skeleton. Hog's got a big, neat kind of skull, and he opens up good. And he's a boar that stays fairly thin on us here at the farm, because he is a hog with a very high libido level, and so he's one that won't just doesn't lay around and just get heavier weight. He's one that stays pretty active and stays pretty thin, but hogs maintain good muscle expression, and again as heavy skeleton and athletic as any. We've used him this time around on some of those kind of medium-sized, just bigger-bodied kind of sows, kind of where we've protected him. Time will tell where his place is and what he's going to do in terms of where he works best. But that's where we used him this time around, expecting him to just give them just a little more show ring, just wow factor, and that extra looseness and correctness of skeleton and density of bonework.
Well, In Living Color has been an exciting one to watch. I mean, Mike alluded to that one's prospect video was absolutely lights out, and as we've watched him mature, and you see him now in a more mature setting, show pigs. The major shows, you've got to have all the unique pieces and parts, but they've also got to look right from the side. And that's sometimes first and foremost. This one is an absolute next level individual from the side in terms of elevation. That sharpness of his jawline, but yet the stoutness of his skull is just, it's unrivaled in my opinion, and watching that one grow. I mean, he is a thinner kind of a boar, because he's got some things to prove in terms of his attitude. But I'll tell you what, that one goes to the feeder every day, cleans his pan, eats poundage of feed. That right there is unique in my opinion. To find one that's that sharp in his design, and still have that kind of aggressiveness to the feeder, that's pretty unique. And then you talk just as Mike did, and that one's bone and foot is just grizzly. It's creature-like. It's unique. And that one, I guess, maybe where he stood out the most to me now as he did when he was younger, is to be that sharp in his front third and still be that big chested and that comfortable in his knee set and the angle to his shoulder blade. That one makes champion show bearers every single day.